April. We've sold over 2,500 of these. By the way, we welcome your phone calls. If you have a question for Dr. Kirby, if you've tried this, if you're curious to try this premium line, because remember, this is their cutting-edge line that is available only here at the Shopping Channel, which is really exciting. So who is this for, Dr. Kirby?
Well,
who should be using this?
Once again, because this is a full facial product, is for people who are they already have accepted that they're showing the signs of aging and they really want to stop that aging process or improve it.
Okay.
It's also for a second group of people who are just starting to notice just a little bit of the signs of aging and they say, hey, you know what? I want to really jump in now and start fighting this aggressively right away. Or you could argue someone like myself, I use it prophylactically. I really don't have those fine lines, those wrinkles, and the reason is because I use this product every single night. So from the people,
37.
Exactly, from people who have the deep signs of aging and have some significant aging process going on, that's at one end of the spectrum. People like myself who are just starting to notice the signs of aging or want to prophylactically prevent it, it's for that full spectrum of individuals.
Okay. You mentioned in your 60s. I'm actually thinking of our friends who are, and family members who are in their 80s and their 90s.
100%. Now this was, a clinical study was done, and in those clinical studies, certain parameters have to be set, and they don't want to go too far deviation on either end. So the clinical studies were done from 35 to 60 because that fed into the vast majority of people who could use the product. But at either end of the spectrum, as young as 18 or upward, there is no upward age that can use this product if you're worried about the signs of aging as well. Of course, of course.
What about, you mentioned sunscreen. Does this make the skin more sun sensitive?
Well, one of the problems with retinols in the past is that people really didn't tolerate them very well. And this product is exceptionally well tolerated. So now that said, the caveat is you still need to wear sunscreen every single day. Ask any dermatologist, they'll tell you build a hierarchy for your skin. That hierarchy starts with sunscreen every single day, a broad spectrum sunscreen with Helioplex in it. The next most important thing is stabilized retinol technology at night. And that's why I like using this product at night, because of that simplification of the process. Sunscreen during the day, stabilized retinol at night, and the other two products you can use if you need to target specific areas of aging.
Okay, now I have to ask this because I know there's some people watching right now thinking, well, I'm very fair, I freckle really easily, I have really sensitive skin. Can I use this?
100%. This is can be used even by the most sensitive of skin types.
Okay, so that's nice to know as well. I just want to make sure that everybody understands this fantastic value that we have today. Today only on auto delivery, a $15 savings on a star product, and this is full size for you. It's a 60-day supply. Auto delivery is a service that we offer on popular items such as this, and that means that every 60 days you will be resent your Neutrogena Dermatologics Retinol NX Serum, 1 ounce in size, in the glass container with the airtight pump, so you never run out of what you love. And auto delivery is a great way to go, especially when we have today only prices, because the traditional value of this is $75. Our buyers are offering it today only at $60 on auto delivery. And please remember, with auto delivery, you are in the driver's seat. You can cancel it. You just ring us. It's very easy to do, but it locks in that value for however long you want. And I was saying to Dr. Kirby, over several months, this is going to really, it's going to equal a free bottle very quickly.
Of course. Well, with any anti-aging regime, compliance is imperative. And it's kind of, if you tuned in earlier, it's kind of like the analogy I make with the gym.
Right.
You can't expect to go to the gym for 12 hours once a month and get results. And
yes.
You need to go to the gym every single day.
Wish that were the way.
I wish it worked like that.
Doesn't work that way.
Just a tiny little bit every single night is how these products work. And the reason is you're constantly building new cells and you're constantly sloughing those cells off. And what do we want to do? We want to increase that surface cell turnover. And the way we do that is with stabilized retinol technology.
So I'm going to just put some on my hand just
Please,
to remind everybody
a
how much
pearl size amount. Let's take a peek there.
Now, what size millimeter pearl, though, Dr. Kirby?
Well, I mean, we try to make it as simple as possible, and of course, it depends on the size of your face and how much product you need, but that is approximately enough for your entire face.
Okay.
And if you're looking at that, I know you're thinking, wow, that's very, very little. It doesn't look like there's much there at all. I assure you,
it's not a lot.
Pearl size amount is enough for the whole face. It's surprisingly lightweight and luxurious for an anti-aging product, if you notice that. So it goes on very, very smooth. It's almost satiny or silky is how people describe it.
Those are good descriptive words. I noticed just trying all the products for the first time on my hand, how quickly they absorb in.
Very quickly. Well, that's the beauty of this product is it's the upper layer of the skin, the dead layer of skin is called the stratum corneum, and that's where you want it to absorb so that you can increase that surface cell turnover in a very uniform, very safe way.
Okay, fantastic. And remember that we have this fantastic offer available for you, and also that this is the professional division of Neutrogena. Just to I know a lot of us, we can go into our drugstores, you see Neutrogena, it's a very popular, really good line. This is their professional, it's their specialized division. We're talking serious skincare, dermatologist recommended and tested, and we're offering this exclusively here at the Shopping Channel. So who would you say that's tuning in right now? Obviously, as in the United States and Canada, we have a varied audience.
Sure.
Who should be using this?
To be very candid, most people who are concerned with the aging process are female. It's just the nature of the business. In my office in Beverly Hills as a dermatologist, very rarely will I have men come in on their own.
Really? And say, really?
Well, usually their significant other, their wife, their girlfriend, someone will drag them in and say, hey, Dr. Kirby, here's my husband, my boyfriend. But the truth is most women are concerned about the anti-aging, the aging process. Now, that said, you have individuals like myself. I am very concerned about it. My profession is dependent upon having youthful appearance. So this product is really for anybody who wants to have a younger appearance, wants to diminish the signs of aging. They want a full facial product, and they want it to be simple. So even if you're the type of person who likes a multi-step approach, you still have to have a stabilized retinol in contact with the skin, and that's the first thing that should be in contact with your skin after aging. Or if you're somebody who just, you're a simple person, you just want one product and you want it to work, once again, this is a great product for that.
Will I require moisture over top of this?
If you have I have a very forgiving complexion, I have a very oily complexion, and as a result, I never need a moisturizer with it. Sometimes, if you have the most sensitive of skin, or if you're in a very dry environment, you may need a little moisturizer, and you're welcome to use a moisturizer with it. I encourage that.
I ask that just because we're heading into winter, and heat's on, and it can get cold and dry. So keep that in mind, that's okay to use. Again, just to reiterate, the eye area, how close to the eye do I go?
Well, once again, this is a full facial product, which distinguishes it from our targeted treatments we spoke about earlier. But a full facial product, thin layer to the entire face. You don't want to get it directly on the eye. You can go up really close to the lid, and you also don't want to get any on the lip area. Because it is a treatment process, that stabilized retinol technology. Phenomenal for the stratum corneum, the dead layer of skin over the entire face, but you don't want to get it on the mucous membranes.
Okay, so stay away from those mucous membranes.
Absolutely.
Okay. What makes, you go into a drugstore, there's a lot of products that say retinol on them. What makes this different, once again?
Very, very different. It's the stabilization process that takes place. And I know you mentioned this earlier, but this is Neutrogena Dermatologics, the specialized professional division of Neutrogena. They focus on that unique partnership between scientists and dermatologists to make cutting-edge products. Stabilization process associated with this, there's 17 patents associated with this. And the reason that's so important, you have to have compliant. You have to use the product every single night for it to work well, because you get those cumulative results over time.
Okay.
But you also have to have a stabilized product, so that the product that you're using every single night has the same efficacy on day 60 that it had on day 1.
Fantastic.
And if you've ever tried a retinol on the product in the past and you didn't like it, it didn't work, it didn't give you the results you want, it was probably not stabilized, and that's the reason.
That was the problem. So meaning that the quality deteriorated.
Exactly.
It was just not consistent.
And earlier you mentioned Dr. Oz, who has a phenomenal reputation, very well known. He's a proponent of retinol. Ask any dermatologist. Walk into any dermatologist office, they will tell you retinol, and sunscreen.
And it's interesting, and perhaps you, I really like Dr. Oz, and just watching, and he was talking about anti-aging and how a lot of us have, even if you didn't bake in the sun,
of course,
have damage just from living, just from doing our thing.
Incidental exposure over time.
Exactly, and he was, right away, he said you need to use retinol. So I thought that was interesting. And here we have Neutrogena Dermatologics back at the Shopping Channel. This is only their 4th visit. Already, we would like to offer for you one of their best sellers on auto delivery. It is, again, the Neutrogena Dermatologics Retinol NX Serum. It's 1 ounce in size, in the pump, in the glass container. And this is all about premium skincare, worldwide leader in skincare. This is Neutrogena Dermatologics. And to have it on the auto delivery is an exceptional offer, because that means that you're saving yourself $15. It will be sent to you every 60 days, and it's today only that we have this offer on auto delivery. And when you love something and you start seeing the results, it's nice to know that I'll never run out I've got it. I know every 60 days it's coming. Remember what Dr. Kirby said about the décolleté and the hands as well? I think the hands say a lot.
Of course.
And
of course.
So do that area as well. And simple, straightforward. Your skin's beautiful. You've got great skin.
Thank you very much. I tell people superior anti-aging benefits. That's the one phrase that I would associate with this line if you didn't let me say anything else. And I thank people for listening because I know I have a big mouth and a lot to say, but superior anti-aging benefits is what this product line does.
Well, I love when we bring in the specialists and the pros, and that you are a practicing dermatologist and very, very... I think it's important for everyone to understand where this is coming from and who's recommending the line as well. Remember, we offer this exclusively here at the Shopping Channel. Here's a little bit of information to further explain auto delivery. So it locks in the value. You will receive this shipment. In this case, it's every 16-year item number 431921. If you want to give it a try on its own, of course you can do that as well. It is a different item number. It's 430435. And once again, today only price at $60. And please feel free to visit us online and read more about this fantastic line. Thank you so much, Dr.
Oh, the
Kirby.
pleasure's all mine. Thank you very much for listening.
Very nice to have you back here in Canada.
My pleasure.
And a pleasure to work with you.
My pleasure.
And thank you to